welcome to Mr. Randy's Wine and Spirits. I am Mr. Randy, and here we are again with another episode of Talking with Mr. Randy. So if you're new to the channel, hello and welcome. For everybody returning, welcome back. Good to see you. Let's sit down and let's have a little chat. So when Mr. Randy does a Talking with Mr. Randy video, the video topics I usually try and keep basically in line with the channel: wine, spirits, libations, the industry, the community, the society. These things, like I said, I try and keep them in line, but I did get a couple of comments, questions, and requests that we get to know Mr. Randy a little more. Well, throughout many of my videos, I've made little comments which have a very mixed bag of reviews or responses, I should say. But it is the truth. I mean, you may not like it, but it is what it is. So in another video, we had an issue when I was doing what's now become Mr. Randy's Tidbits. It's mid-November. It was roughly like, I think, 10 something in the morning. Nice day, beautiful. I decided to open up the windows and air out the house, because that's what you do at this time of the year in Central Texas. You can actually open the windows. Yeah, my fellow Texans, you know what I'm talking about. It is that time of year. Turn your ACs off. Open up your windows. Let your house breathe. Get that stank out of there, that summer stank. You got to get it out. Get ready for that winter stank, because it's a whole different type of stank. So, with that being said, we're going to backtrack to the point where I opened my windows. If you watch the tidbit, you know about the landscaping, the mowers, and stuff like that. So, Mr. Randy, in his younger years, was a landscape foreman for a company called True Green. They were a subsidiary of ServiceMaster, and I was with them. I just went into just to get like a supplemental job, and I was just a basic laborer. I was carrying a weed eater, trimmer, edger, blower. I was carrying all the heavy equipment because Mr. Randy is kind of an ogre of a man. I'm a big guy. I'm 6'4", kind of beefy. I don't fixate on numbers for weights and whatnot. I go by how my clothes fit and how I feel, how flexible I am, how often I can move. That's how I gauge how healthy I am. I don't really have a scale, don't need one. I do occasionally get weighed when I go into the doctor's office, but I really don't pay much attention to that or put it to memory. But we're moving on. So in my landscaping years, I learned a lot of things about the landscaping job I had for like almost, it was like 3.5 years. I met Terry Hogan, also known as Hulk Hogan. I met him in, where was it? Clearwater or Sarasota. His family home is in, I think, in one of them, and he's got another home in the other, on a beachfront property. Very nice. I trimmed his palm trees. And did his yard wonders. It was a mess when I got there. Didn't know it was his house. You don't get a name on the. You just get an address and a list of things you're supposed to do. When I got there, it was a basic mow and go. Get there, mow the grass, maybe pick up some trash or whatever, and you get the hell out. When I got there and I saw that the property was in horrible shape. His palm trees were unkempt. So most of his hedges and bushes were unkempt. A lot of his flower beds, which I don't know if, most people don't really appreciate these things. I didn't say if he did, if he didn't, but they were in bad shape. So I went through all that work, more than necessary. I forego my lunch period, lunch break, so that I can get this job done, because I'm sort of OCD in a lot of ways. I'm a perfectionist. Sorry, that was not a stutter. I was just needing a drink. That's what it was. I was drying out over here. I was a bit of a perfectionist. There it goes again. Maybe I am developing a stutter. Damn. Anyways, I was working on his property. I forego my lunch break because I'm a perfectionist, and I just couldn't leave it. I couldn't just mow and go. I had to make it look good before I left. It's called pride, and sometimes pride can be okay, and it pays off, because I got to meet Terry Hulk Hogan, but it was the second time I met Hulk Hogan. First time when I was like, I want to say 8 or 9. I met him in Tampa Bay, Florida. He was doing a match before he got really big. Like his name was just starting to go around in the wrestling, and wrestling was just starting to get big back in the 80s. I met Terry Hogan. I met Macho Man Randy Savage, rest in peace, brother. And I met Ultimate Warrior, and I didn't get to meet The Undertaker. He kind of had to dip out real quick. But there was a bunch of kids there in the arena, and the arena wasn't very full. I'd probably say maybe a third full. Like there was a lot of empty seats. We could sit wherever we want. And they video recorded that match that day, and I am caught on that footage. I'd love to find that footage, but I'm stuffing my face with popcorn. I'm so excited. I'm just chowing down. I'm like, yeah! I was big into wrestling, but not anymore. My little brother got big into it as well, but reeling it back in. That was the first time. The second time, I actually was his landscaper. So I did an amazing job. I was very proud of myself, and I was packing up, and I was going out. And then suddenly, here comes this guy in a white terry bathrobe, no bandana. There's those handlebar mustache thing, and I was just like in shock. Not so much really, but I was just kind of like, whoa, I didn't expect this guy, Terry, Hulk Hogan, to walk out of his, beachfront property, out of his back sliding door windows, glass door, and he comes walking out there, and he's just all excited. He's like, hey, brother. He's like, I just want to shake your hand and thank you very much. And I was like, yeah, for what? And he's like, oh, you saw the place. It was horrible, man. He's all, brother, oh, come on. He's like, you did a great job, man. He's like, I just wanted to shake your hand and thank you very much. I was like, I was just doing my job. I do that everywhere I go. And he's like, well, nobody else does it. Nobody else does it like you, brother. You're great, man. Thank you. And this was a time where he was on a little bit of hiatus from his family and his wife, but we won't say what else I saw. But he came out there, no bandana, his persona most of the time is him. He's calm sometimes, but when he gets excited, he slips into that persona. So that was the second time I met him while I was doing my landscaping. All that railing back to where earlier today I did that video. I did the test video for audio, video, lighting and whatnot. And as soon as I sat down, pressed the record button, I'm like, oh man. And I really got chopped up on that one. But that led me into this episode of Talking with Mr. Randy. So if there's anything else you'd like to know about Mr. Randy, and you'd like to hear, see, and or watch more videos of Talking with Mr. Randy, if you have specific topics, just keep it towards the channel, Mr. Randy, wine and spirits in general, the society, the anything of these little trifecta here. Go ahead and leave it in the comments, and maybe I'll do a video and give you a shout out. Well, thanks for stopping by, and as always, you have a good one.